Hey everybody, Eric here, coming to you with kind of a quick little video. I know I didn't have a regular video on Wednesday, or Friday, so this is kind of make up with it. This one's going to be mostly on drawing hair. Just kind of some tips and little rundown on the basics of hair. First off, I'm just going to show you some examples of hair that I've drawn, just to kind of give you an idea of some different types of hair you can draw. So hair has a certain way of flowing because unlike most of the parts of our body, it is affected by gravity. So gravity pulls it down unless there's something to keep it up, like if you have hair gel which spikes your hair or something. Now obviously in cartoons, anime, manga, anime and manga and all that kind of stuff, in American comics and all, you can kind of get away with defying the laws of physics with hair just because it's just how it works with a lot of cartoon styles depending on your style. So let me show you just a few little different things here. Like for instance, this little character that I drew once, she has kind of a more, just like a regular long, kind of about little past shoulder length hair, with the bangs being cut kind of short. As you can see, this one, it's normal. These are like normal hair where it flows from a certain point and then down. And that's one thing you gotta remember is hair flows from a certain point and kind of falls its way down following gravity. Obviously, if a character's in movement, the hair is going to move with it because wind can affect it and motion can affect it because it is a flowing fabric. Basically, it's it's basically strands of hair, which are little. As you can see here in anime and manga, we spike the hair just to kind of make bunches, but it's actually many little strands of hair. Other little designs I've done are stuff like this, where it's again more medium long length hair. And here, this is kind of a short, spiky hair for a girl. As you can see here, it's the same concept where you have these little you can have random strands kind of coming out and spiking every now and then. That's just kind of a stylistic choice. It depends on how you draw it. Like even with this character down here, you see that her hair is kind of crazy and kind of going all over the place. Even with characters like this, you can have kind of a slick back hair where it's mostly fun on the top and then it kind of spikes at the bottom. You can have kind of hair like that. I mean, the hair really can be anything as long as you're picking a hairstyle that you like. Again, this is kind of, it's a little it's sort of like the first one I just showed you, but with this one, the hair, the bangs aren't cut. The bangs are basically cut, but they're kind of let to just kind of sit around, and it's more medium length. With hair that can be spiky, you can be anything as subtle as hair like this, where it's a little spiky, but it's relatively subdued. You can have different versions of it. You can have spiky like that. You can have it kind of flattened out depending on the angle. And that's another thing, the angle will change things. Or you can go as crazy with spiky hair as with this guy's hair and just have it all over the freaking place. It's just spiking everywhere and just going off in crazy. It is defying gravity. So that's just kind of some basic ideas with hair. Is you just got to remember that hair can kind of move in any direction you want it to move. It's all dependent on more of your style and how you like to draw hair. So to kind of portray this little thought here, I could just draw kind of a quick little face here. We'll just get a little doodle of a face here. Excuse me. This cold weather's been really messing with me. But yeah, we can get kind of a nice little face here, just kind of going. Nothing too complicated, just a little jaw here, and then you got the head. This is the top of the skull, because now I'm going to kind of show you how hair sits on the head itself. So you got your hair like this, you got your face, you got your ear. Now normally the eyes would probably go, well, let's put the nose, if I were to put the nose right about there, so you'd have your eyes kind of spread apart. About there and there. So you kind of have an eye here. You'd have an eye here. So you got your eyes. Now the hair line, which is kind of where the hair starts from in the front, normally goes, depending on the style or the type of hair you have, normally can go something like this. Like if you have what's called a widow's peak, which I'm going to show you right here. This is a widow's peak. A lot of characters tend to have this. Even people have it, you'll notice. It comes to a spike. If you look at your own hair, you might have this. Some people also have, I don't know the name of it, But what they have is, if you draw the face again, let me just do a little quick face again. This time I'll just be a little more rough around the edges with it. So you have your face here. Some people have a different type of hairline, which basically is a more flat hairline where you kind of still have this, but it kind of goes up and then it just kind of curves up a little bit and over. It's relatively flat, but some people have more or less that style of hairline. I actually do have a widow's peak. It's not like very profound, but it's definitely there. With the widow's, basically all this just shows you is how the hair is coming from. So if your hair has a widow's peak, a lot of times when you're drawing like long hair, like let's say, and also make sure you pick a point on the hair where the hair is kind of originating from. Like for this guy, I'm going to make it so his hair is kind of parting, basically around here, basically right around there. So all his hair is going to start at this point and kind of fan off from there. So his first strand of hair will come out like that, and then we'll have basically stuff like this. I'll make it a little spiky just to kind of help kind of show off what I'm trying to say here. So that's that one side. And this side, what I like to do sometimes is I'll put like a little middle piece here of hair, just to kind of give a nice little indication of that the hair is coming off from that point and it is kind of moving. So sometimes you'll have hair like that where this little piece is just to show you that there's a transition. I know there's actually a name for this in Japan. They actually do have a name for that little random strand of hair that comes up. I don't know it, but doesn't matter. Now from the inside, because I'm showing that the hair's parting here, what I can do is I can either have it part there, or I can just have the bangs laying flat. If I want to have it part there, what I can do is I can do kind of like this, show the hair kind of pushing over to that side, like that. Now hair does kind of, depending on where you want to put it, you can either have the hair pushed back behind the ear, sort of like, let's say I have that same point here, but I have it so the character has their hair pushed back like that. Let's say I do kind of like that. The part still is here, but this is going to be like flatter hair, so it's kind of like, you know, like that, and it flows differently. So a lot of females kind of have this type of hair, just because it's a very popular kind of hairstyle, is having like more of a flat hair like that. But that's just kind of like the basics of hair. Is you always got to know where it's starting from, and the fact that it'll flow out from the hair, or from the center point, and go in kind of that direction depending on where it is. So always remember where the hair is going, where it's starting from, and just kind of let it flow out from that point. I hope that was kind of helpful. I know it wasn't really all that informative, and I know it wasn't really that big of a video, but I just wanted to kind of go over because someone did ask about hair. So if you have any questions about hair, anything like more specific and that you would like me to go into, like certain styles of hair or certain types of hair, please just let me know and I'll try to get a video done. I do apologize for the videos being a little sporadic, but I've just been having camera troubles with this webcam. It's being nice to me right now, so this is just all I've got for you right now. Leave some comments on what you would like to see next, and I will see you guys in another video. Later.